Hello, 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 my lovelies. It is Talk Radio, TAWK Radio, with your hostess, Cypher Kai. It is January 20th, 2021. Inauguration Day, you guys. Presidential Inauguration Day in the United States. After 4 long years of nonsensory, we make up words here. Trump is out. Biden and Kamala are in. Sorry, Biden and Ms. Harris are in. And it's a new world order. And we're going to see how true that is very soon. I want to talk to you guys tonight about some things that Mr. Trump did on his way out. I want to talk about just a few things. I didn't get a chance to watch the inauguration today like I wanted to. I was very busy today. So I pulled some random music. And we're going to play some music. And we'll discuss some things. I'd pulled some articles. I was kind of hoping that nothing majorly disastrous happened today, so I wouldn't have to discuss that, and it didn't, thank you Lord. So we're going to play some music. We'll talk about a few things that I pulled, some topics I wanted to touch on. The show is going to be a little concise tonight, you guys, because I do have something to do after the broadcast. I almost actually didn't even come on, but I said I know I can't leave you guys hanging like that, because you would not be happy with me, and I love it when you guys are happy with me. So if you're new to the platform, this is live, unscripted and uncensored and unapologetic conversations that we have, explicit adult conversations. So there might be some curse words, there might be some sensitive topics. I'm talking about my opinions about politics and a couple other things. So, just kind of be mindful of that. You should have headphones on. The link says put headphones on. They're required. It's not a request. Yes. And if you're thin-skinned or easily offended, this might not be the platform for you. Yes. www.tawkradio.com/shows if you want to advertise with us. Showcase your business, your music, your services. Please send us an email at sales@tawkradio. But in congratulations, in response to what we are celebrating today, most people are celebrating. There's about 70 million people that are not happy right now. But for the rest of the people in the country that voted for Mr. Biden and the rest of the world who's been watching, congratulations officially to Mr. Joseph Biden and Kamala Harris on becoming the new President and Vice President of the United States. So, Miss Coffee, take us away for this one.
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, but go on with it.
Yo, is it? Are you kidding me?
To us, yeah. So we are coming in with a force, yeah. Blessings we are reap and we coursing on full. Oh, we not rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, we see blessings fall by my right hand.
TAWK Radio.
Third form, me say me try a thing, and it formed up to be a fire thing. Now up on stage with chronic, say I sing, yeah. See me all diggy soon, get the higher ring like hello, brother. You say I had to shot ya, saw your poster, spectacular photo. Keep it burning, yes, that's the motto. If me the butter pass through your shot, to can't ball in a life, man. Me have to thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast to the friends we take off every load. One time they sit down in a class and we board, then only set the road and we go on with it, go on with it. Just show our blessings upon me, and send me to tell them a story. Just show our blessings upon me, and that's how I made to give him the glory. I'm delighted. Jano say me passion ignited.
TAWK Radio.
Coming like a potion. Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast for the friends we take off every load. One time did sit down in a class and we board, then only said the road and me go on with the road. Toast, yeah, yeah. Toast. Oh, we not rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life and Me thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah. And gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast to the friends we take off every load. One time did sit down in a class and we bored then only said the road and me going with the road. Toast. Yeah.
TAWK Radio, you guys. This is Worldwide Wednesdays. Worldwide Wednesdays. Musical mix at 6 on Talk Radio. I don't think I pulled any new news today. Damn it. I knew I forgot something. I was like, the playlist is looking really light tonight, and I couldn't figure out why. And now I know. So if you're new to the platform, we normally play new music on Wednesdays called the New News. I did not pull any this evening, so we can't do that. But we also normally start the topic of the evening about 30 minutes in. Like I said, tonight will be a short, concise show, and I'm actually stuffing my face behind the scenes at the same time. Not eating for the day. Not very smart, I know, but I'm just saying. So we'll continue playing some music here. This song I'm about to play now was a new last week, I believe, and it made its way to our Friday episode for the ABCs of Sex series. And now we're going to play it now because I kind of like it. 2021 soca for Miss Jadelle. This one is Deserve It All here on Talk Radio's Worldwide Wednesdays musical mix at 6.
Yes, up your woman there. Every man I want hold you tonight, yeah. Girl, you body right, but they kinda tune you, baby. Party all day, me like that life. Champagne popping, me want no lie, yeah. Me only want it tonight, yeah. Whether you a bad girl in a sheet, yeah, or you link one time just between, yeah, or you want to settle and hold on, settle and hold on. Whether you the rough or the slow down, don't let them tell you what you can't do now. Can't go, can't go, can't go. You should have it all, like on your wine and your body up, you can spend it all. Can't come and broke out your waist non-stop. Anytime, anywhere, nana. Anytime, anywhere, nana. Girl, you find everything, nana. Girl, you so, girl, you so. Girl, you deserve all of it. You deserve all of it. Wind to the ground and turn it around and stick out your tongue like you. Girl, just wind your body up and just spin it like a top. Wind to the ground and turn it around your bottom like you deserve it all. Yeah, you're right. What you do concerns nobody.
TAWK Radio.
You can have anything, spend money. Them cannot judge you for the things you do. Y'all pull up with your crew and go hard, go hard. Whether you a bad girl in a sheet, yeah, or you link one time just between, yeah, or you want to settle and hold on, settle and hold on. Whether you the rough or the slow down, don't let them tell you what you can't do now. Can't go, can't go, can't go. You should have it all, like on your wine and your body up, you can spend it all. Can't come and broke out your waist non-stop. Anytime, anywhere, nana. Anytime, anywhere, nana. Girl, you find everything, nana. Girl, you so, girl, you so. Girl, you deserve all of it. You deserve all of it. Wind to the ground and turn it around and stick out your tongue like you. Girl, just wind your body up and just spin it like a top. Wind to the ground and turn it around your bottom like you deserve it all.
TAWK Radio musical mix at 6 on Talk Radio. Chronics likes.
I know everybody I go like we, still we irie. Come in no love likes, in a dancehall style. I know everybody I go like, still me irie. Cause we no love life, no. So every time I rise, me do it for the love, me not do it for the lights. Do it for the love, me not do it for the lights. Do it for the love, me not do it for the lights. Do it for the love, me not do it for the lights. Make them know success don't come overnight. No make them know a substance over hype. Do it for the love, me not do it for the lights. Enough of them love likes, that don't right. Sit down on a post and a tweet all night. See them on social media type. While like say them they a studio advice. Oh me never bought them up on no flight. And me never see them a
TAWK Radio.
You miss someone now you have so much likes. I'm always still a lead by iTunes. Simple mean we not ready yet. If we put the music first, that's all. While we they on a war and a hype. Work, dance all. When you see me, yes, I see I. And every tune when me ever write. And every show where we headline. No, we not do it for the likes. Mama tell them we do it for the love. We not do it for the likes. Wa-da-da-dee-da-da-dee. Do it for the love. We not do it for the likes. Never tell you if you bust and shot and quang them. Instead me tell you sell it gonna buy a yen yen. Cause we do it for the love. We not do it for the likes. Swing, them not like we, but we not response. Fly out and make them love we from a distance. Come home for 2 weeks vacation. Enough of them still stuck in the quicksand. Enough to hear us say them are the big man. In a Jamaica, and them have the hit song. A gentleman, me hear a play a Finland. Me never hear them play in a Pakistan. That simple mean we not ready yet. That one like a you own dance hall. While we there on a war on a hype. Studio voice. But when me put that song up on my timeline, no, me not do it for the likes. Me tell them we do it for the love. We not do it for the likes.
TAWK Radio.
Do it for the love. We not do it for the likes. Young into the beat, everybody move your feet. Granny no fit it and me mommy no fit it. When we mix a tune and drop it like a bomb. Me no wanna waste guy critique my song. Me no wanna media guy interpret me wrong. So make me give me credits in a dancehall fashion first. Big up Kalanji and the one Capleton. The Wild Apache and the one Ninja Man. Then big up the Killer and the one Beanie Man. King Yellow Man, Buru Buju Bantan. Early B, Nachila Simadidan. Me and Jamakal, him sister Diamond. And none of them nobody like Marianne. Ladies, you are real big man. Big up Lady Jika, you are De La Vegan. Big up Dirts, man, and even brother Papa San. Big up Gary Miner, you don't know I got done. Big up Kaneko, you are the tall Lakatan. Steal it, cleave it, Tony and Dave Kelly. Bobby Digital, General King Jammy. Exterminate and slay and rabbit. Stephen McGregor and Carly Owney. Big up Succulent, King Bulby. Donovan, Jermaine, Graft and Mikey. Deep now the science and I know me ready. All of these Cub Scouts have to talk up to me.
TAWK Radio, Worldwide Wednesdays. I just had something very unique to eat. I was eating jerk chicken and applesauce. I don't know, I was just in the mood for it. I gotta tell you, so it was really, really interesting. Ooh. So I'm here looking at the stats online, you guys, and I think they changed up how they do it. So I'm just trying to check it out and go through it. I know how you guys love to see. I think I'm in the wrong place, don't I? I think I am. I'm trying to give you guys the stats of who made the biggest movement from last week to this week. And I think they changed up how they do it. I'll have to check that. Anywho, tonight is all about the Worldwide Wednesdays Musical Mix at 6. It is also Inauguration Day 2021 in the United States. Finally, the dust has settled, at least officially. Can't say there won't be more nonsense and bullshit going on now that the regime has changed in the US. But Donald Trump is out. Mr. Biden and Ms. Harris are in. And let's see what they're going to do. I know they have a very aggressive agenda for the first 10 days to revert a lot of things that Donald Trump has done. I will definitely get into more detail about that one next week. I think I'll touch on what they're supposed to do, and I think by the time I come on next week, it'll be 7 out of the 10 days in, so we'll see what they'll actually get done. And there's some other articles I had pulled I want to discuss with you guys. I think I'm going to play one more song before we get into that stuff, though. This one I'm going to play is by our independent artist. This guy's name is D Gold, all caps, Mr. D Gold, all caps. I have to press it that way because there's another D Gold who does not have all caps, and they look completely different, and their style of music sounds different. They're both rappers, but their style is very different. So this one is FIFO, which stands for Figured It the Fuck Out, with Mr. D Gold, all caps, and Gorilla Zoe here on our Worldwide Wednesdays Musical Mix at 6 on Talk Radio.
How you get the people fucking listen what you written?
How you get the people fucking listen when you spittin'?
How you get the people fucking see you never slippin'?
How you get the people fucking see that shit be hittin'?
Figured it the fuck out, don't slither around, just bust out.
They trippin', they drownin', looking loud, we chugging it down, they puffed out.
No one think we lucked out, better be no one's up now. Me and my clique, we saw about
It's FIFO, 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 FIFO.
I ain't bad, rest in peace, bitch, better know I'm a restless beast. Come and step to me if you've yet to see that I'm wrecking beats like Tekanina. I'm the next machine gun, nobody just ain't either. I'ma just fucking be new combination, my own fuck style. Who could be hitting with the gold on fire in the room for debating, so let's get wild. Beast and fire while the heat compiles, like Decho child and BB gal on EB's files. Keep these piles, street these styles like street free childs. Lost to be vile, beat me style, triple retire, fucking expire.
Finna chill, fucking listen what she spittin'. No fair chill, fucking listen, bitch.
TAWK Radio.
Now I know you're trippin'. No, I ain't been sippin', bet your ass I'm fucking drippin'. How you get the people fucking listen what you written?
How you get the people fucking listen when you spittin'?
How you get the people fucking see you never slippin'?
How you get the people fucking see that shit be hittin'?
Figured it the fuck out, don't slither around, just bust out.
They trippin', they drownin', looking loud, we chugging it down, they puffed out.
No one think we lucked out, better be no one's up now. Me and my clique, we saw about it's FIFO, 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 FIFO.
I look like
TAWK Radio.
Figure it out. You looking for drippy, you live in the drop. Lay on your bed like you lay on the couch. You lick on my dick and I cap in the mouth. Little boyfriend tried, I'm packing them out. All of that talking just comes from cloud. Look cap there, hit a Capricorn, look cabin ass nigga. Caprice son, get drunk on, little lacking ass nigga. Act big, get stuck on, bitch. Who in the fuck is you fooling? Not me. I got the blueprint, the BG. I got the degree, it ain't free. Say you a third leg with no knee. Say that I'm not hot cunty. I'm from the 12 tribe of Shanti. Hateful I need, day for Jay-Z. This is AD, remember BC? That was before Corona. I don't want your marijuana. Popping the smoke, the smelling pneumonia.
How you get the people fucking listen what you written?
How you get the people fucking listen when you spittin'?
How you get the people fucking see you never slippin'?
How you get the people fucking see that shit be hittin'?
Figured it the fuck out, don't slither around, just bust out.
They trippin', they drownin', looking loud, we chugging it down, they puffed out.
No one think we lucked out, better be no one's up now. Me and my clique, we saw about it's FIFO, 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 FIFO.
TAWK Radio. That was Mr. D Gold, all cap. Shout out to all of the Jamaican talkers that are tuned in this evening. You guys try really hard to get in. Unless you've got a long distance plan, I don't know if you'll be able to hit up the number. So it's 347-450-3958. It's a 24/7 hotline number we set up. But if you are one of our international talkers and you want to send messages during the show or off the air, you can do that by reaching out to us on Facebook, facebook.com/TAWK Radio, and message us there. And I can see those. I won't be monitoring those tonight. I just don't have the focus for it. I really just don't have the focus for it. As you guys can hear, I'm a little stuffed up. I went outside the other day and it was colder than I thought, and I did not have on a hat or a a scarf or whatever. And I think I got a little niggling Then I'm going to try to sort out with some herbs and some things to drink later on because I don't like being sick. I don't have anyone to pamper me, so I don't like being sick. So I'm trying to make sure I push this back. Push it back, push it back, push it back. Yes. Now, I actually do have one more queued up, Jesus. I do have one more queued up from Mr. D Gold All Caps. I'll play that, and then I'll go and Google. Everything behind me is running really slow. I think I've got too many windows open or some shit. So I'm going to sort this out behind the scenes. I'm going to play one more song from Mr. D Gold this evening. This one's called Jutsu. I always mess that up. Jutsu by Mr. D Gold All Caps here on the Worldwide Wednesdays musical mix at 6 on Talk Radio.
Pressure making diamonds, of the pressure make gold. Swaying a lot of lines, man, shit was making gold. I ain't got spit slow, yeah, make sure you know that I be on this come, man, I'm only gonna grow. I'ma stop on the code and I be running coast to coast. Call me Gumbo, the joke, shop a tongue, cut your throat. True Gretch, ever spokes, memorize little roast. Y'all be climb right like Pennywise, bitch, I'ma make it float. Fucking golden like a freezer, better know that when I see it. Throwing clothes, ain't teaser, fan fish. Why I see to going out like anesthesia. If it's such, you got amnesia like I ain't never seen you. What's good, it's nice to meet ya. Got you second guess if it's me that even beat ya. Know I stay above you like a blast, but ain't no preacher. I ain't even drop shit, they hit me for a feature. Man, feels like I've been skipping steps, a beat for me, some meter. Fighting like a lion, I ain't gotta bring the crew through. Swing a bitch a quick, bringing hits like a jutsu. Searching never finding, I ain't leaving hits of blues clues. Living like a diamond, I'm only making true moves. What you gonna do to prove it's something new, fool? Off the wall, I'm seeing you a little puppet voodoo. I don't need jutsu just to come and mute you. Quit it with the talk shit, I kagebushi shoot true. Make your bitch a widow when I'm peeking through your window. Take your ass to limbo while I steal a little nibble. Says balls in limo, I'm a lie, cigarette that I fucking little
TAWK Radio.
Joke a kiddo, I be laughing, joke a sick of wine, slacking no tiptoe. I just ride the glow, I do not be shine to a shadow clone. Glad it's time when I'm alone, bitch, you better watch your tone. All to leave you prone, break your bones, take your nose, make it be with David Jones. Slay my foes, staying soul, touch maybe David Gold. I ain't claiming stakey bros, same it goes, flaky O's. Lace flows, made me go crazy, baby, change blows, fool. Think you got goons, that's cute. Take you on a boat, no cruise. Man, I don't give a fuck about feud, yeah. Climbing up ladders, no shooting, bitch, I'm moving, come back here, I'm a student. No disputing, start saluting, running up like we're recruiting. Man, I'm mobbing over doors, wearing masks, but ain't my door. They won't find your fucking door, hard to track with no Oreo. You 6 feet down, bitch, ain't nobody money. You need to found shit, now you feeding floor. In your town, switch it up a little whore. Kill a yo clown, click, I'ma need a lawyer. Fighting like a lion, I ain't gotta bring
TAWK Radio.
it's like a jutsu, searching never finding, I ain't leaving hits of blues clues. Living like a diamond, I'm only making true moves. What you gonna do to prove it's something new, fool? Off the wall, I'm seeing you a little puppet voodoo. I don't need jutsu just to come and mute you. Quit it with the talk shit, I kagebushi shoot true. Flounder in my tail, see power like a tail beast. Cow in my bare feet, tower that you can't beat. Chicago start drama, I'm a Yuki and this sucker. Call me son, spin lava, mix karma, killing karma. Got you just like a farmer, spraying pests like I'm a farmer. Coming sticking that can father, click on such a broken on. Yeah, they loyal to the dollar, I stay loyal to the stars. Cause my life was made to conquer, then go out just like a martyr. T-Bo ain't coming, man's ego run. I don't need no from, bitch, deep throat. Sutton got cheat code cut, never seen most stunning. If you meet throats coming, then we meet throw something. Bitch, you better throw an army. Eat shit's like Arby's, aggressive, never sorry. Revving like a car meet, I break a little Barbie. Now it's a fucking body, a fucking fragile jobby. Damn, you ever saw me? I killed the dread little, now I'm walking like fiends. Catch your talks, be serious, I'ma drop you like a fetus. I ain't speaking metro when I say they picking pieces. Every day I'm spitting genius, and I'm saying keep the steam. The same as Sasuke, what you see, now I'm not a human being. Called a Katsuki, I'm a demon, by best I'll catch you sleeping. Bitch, you be insecure on me, so don't even try and call me. At perfection, so for me, so I'm taking shots like glory. Fighting like a lion, I ain't gotta bring the crew through. Swing a bitch a quick
TAWK Radio.
I ain't leaving hits of blues clues. Living like a diamond, I'm only making true moves. What you gonna do to prove it's something new, fool? Off the wall, I'm seeing you a little puppet voodoo. I don't need jutsu just to come and mute you. Quit it with the talk shit, I kagebushi shoot true. Let the gotta gabi, I ain't choppy, I ain't sloppy. I'm a rhyme staying godly, dropping this, so never copy. Fuck it, take it, little thoughty. I'ma eat it like a bachi when I'm going getting raunchy. She be walking like a zombie, you don't tense, ain't no body, but you better know I'm Clyde. Bring a pain up with my pride, fucking change the world of mine. On stage, stay divine, gotta love it, stay in mind. Bitch, you running out of time, so you better look alive.
What a unique song. D Gold All Caps, Mr. D Gold All Caps. All right, you guys, like I said, short, concise show tonight. My throat is like doing naughty things to me. I pulled all kinds of music tonight. It is Inauguration Day, Presidential Inauguration Day for Joseph Biden and Kamala Harris here in the United States. I pressed that because we're an online show with a global community. So what happens in the US tends to affect everywhere. In Joe Biden's administration for the first 10 days, they have a very aggressive agenda. I'm getting this information from the nationallawreview.com. I like to give people credit when I start using their stuff. It seems like to be the right thing to do, even though people don't tend to do it to us when they take our shit from here. Okay. Incoming White House Chief of Staff Ron Klain sent a Saturday memo to incoming White House staff outlining the first 10 days. He mentioned the following actions to be taken by President Biden. January 20th. Oh, that's today. He's doing work today. Well, look at that shit. All right, then. So he's going to rejoin the Paris Climate Agreement, reverse the ban on immigration from certain Muslim majority countries, extend the pause on student loan payments and interest, 100-day masking challenge by requiring masks on federal property and interstate travel, extend restrictions on evictions and foreclosures, send comprehensive immigration legislation to Congress. That's day one. Let's take a moment and look at that for a second. Rejoin the Paris Climate Agreement. We'll explore that another day. Reversing the ban on immigration from certain Muslim majority countries. I got some really interesting thoughts on that. It's going to probably vex a couple people, but you know me, I don't really give a shit. I'm just saying. Extending the pause on student loan payments and interest. I mean, that could be a good thing, right? Now, extending restrictions on evictions and foreclosures. Now, the foreclosures, yes. I keep feeling like the homeowners are getting the short end of the stick when it comes to this. You know, they keep extending the eviction moratoriums, and people are living in homes and things, and these owners are having to make sure they keep everything on so they're not considered slumlords and things like that. But there's no, reprieve for them. So I have to look and see what that really means. You guys, if you own property, look that up. All of the tenants who've been living in someone's home and you've not been paying, and you had the capability to pay, that's the difference. And you've not, I'm telling you, start stacking your coins up now. It's going to be a very rude awakening, because this can't continue. Like, it can't continue to be a thing where you guys can just live somewhere and not pay, right? At some point, everything has an ending. And what is your exit strategy? Right? And I would implore you guys, especially the ones who are making money and not paying your landlords, please don't tear up the property on your way out. It doesn't make any sense to do that. That's just like a double slap in the face, right? And I'm trying to ease off on the F-bombs this evening. I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying. But it just seems like an extra slap in the face. You're in there, you're not paying, and then to leave and mash the place up, to have them have to spend money to redo it, it's just a lot, right? So just, everybody just, take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Have some, a level of, what's the word I want to use? Compassion. Yes. Put the shoe on the other foot. Effectively. January 21st. Issue a number of executive actions relating to COVID testing, protecting workers, and reopening schools. Yeah, so much for me to explore next week. After my throat is hurting so bad, I can't even really get into the way I want to tonight. January 22nd. Cabinet agencies to take immediate action to deliver economic relief to working families. Now, that's the fancy way of them saying that's when they're supposed to be working on sending out the third round of stimulus money, which is supposed to be about $1,400 per adult and some other amount per children. And they're supposed to increase the enhanced unemployment payments from $300 to $400 and that kind of thing. So that's on the 22nd. So for those of you who want to know, that's 2 days from now on the Friday. And then from January 25th until February 1st, a number of executive orders, directives, and other actions are planned to advance the following policy priorities. They are strengthen Buy American provisions, advance equity and support communities of color, begin criminal justice reform, sign executive actions related to climate change, take first steps to expand access to healthcare, initiate actions to reunite families separated at the border. Now, strengthening Buy American provisions. Now, I don't know. I think we talked about it on the show before. The United States, by, I guess, default, evolution, whatever, we've become a country of consumers. I don't know that we make too many things left here, not on a major, massive scale like we used to. We import a lot of things. Now, hopefully he's going to do some initiatives to get people to start, manufacturing again, doing things again, farming again. Now, one of the things that was of great concern to me is that Auntie and Christ, which is what I call Bill and Melinda Gates, just bought up a whole lot of land in the US in different states. And I can only imagine what nefarious things they plan to do with this farmland, because they have been a very big driving force behind these COVID vaccinations and insisting that people of color took them first, even though they were rushed through, they got all these yucky side effects and all these things. So I don't trust them as far as the microphone that I can see in front of their mouth when they speak. So I'm just saying, let's be mindful. I'm going to do some more research about that, and we're going to really explore that next week. What I found out, what I think, all that stuff, because I don't trust that. I don't trust that. That doesn't feel good to me at all, that they own over 200 and something thousand acres of land. Now, here's the thing. 1 acre of land, how does that math go again? I think 1 acre is equal to 20 or 40 city blocks, something like that. So we're talking about massive amounts of land. We're not talking about, 200,000 plus acres of land in several different states. So now it wasn't bad enough you were giving us poison to take in our systems for this pandemic you guys caused, but now you want to mess around with our food supply. Really? Mr. Tech guy? Really? Now you're this big ass humanitarian? Really? I'm not buying that. Do they throw money to different places? Yes. For look good purposes, most people with money do that. Do I trust what they're doing? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I'm going to play some more music and come back, and I'll talk about a few things that Mr. Trump, because I shall not call him president, Mr. Trump did on his way out of the White House literally today. Oh my God. He's going to be good for business though. I think I'm going to dedicate maybe one Thursday per month to Trump Thursdays or something. I'll figure it out. As we're expanding the platform and extending the hours and things, I'm going to give him some homage, because there's a lot of things that he did that I didn't talk about on the show. I didn't pay attention to. I was literally just very prayerful the past 4 years. It's like, please, Lord, don't let him pick a fight that we can't finish. Don't let anyone come and attack us here, this and this and this. And apparently, I did not focus my prayers properly, because I didn't even fathom that he would have the internal fight going on with people from our own country, fighting people from our own country. So let me publicly say thank you, God, for answering my prayers that we didn't have any foreign people from other places coming here and messing with us. But I forgot to add to not have it happen here either, right? And that's just one of those things when you guys are praying, just be very specific in your prayers, because God can be quite a comedian sometimes. So this is Worldwide Wednesdays, Musical Mix at 6 on Talk Radio, with your hostess, Cypher Kai. I always forget to say that. I just kind of assume you guys know who I am by now. But for the new ones, for the newbies who are here, we don't have the new news tonight, you guys. We don't. But I think I'll double up on them next week when I come on. Today has just been a very, very hectic day. But I am here. The next one we're going to play here now is Mode from SB Surfs Up, here on the Worldwide Wednesdays Musical Mix at 6 on Talk Radio.
I'm back in my mode, yeah. I'm back in my mode, yeah. I'm back in my bag again. Back on my shit, about to kill. Back in the kitchen, about to whiz. Fucking one time, nice meet you. Cost a lot of money for the feature. My fucking bitch, my sneakers. Falling on my hip like a beeper. All these diamonds in my rear watch. Still fucking hoes off the TikTok. My fucking bitch in my flip flops.
TAWK Radio.
Fucking one time, nice meet you. Cost a lot of money for the feature. My fucking bitch, my sneakers. Falling on my hip like a beeper. All these diamonds in my rear watch. Still fucking hoes off the TikTok. My fucking bitch in my flip flops. Pussy up like a beatbox. Drop phone ringing out the hook. I can read a bitch like a book. She ain't coming home, she too. Backseat slapping on the butt. All these diamonds ain't drippin', ain't it? Lips of hustle blue, she creepin', ain't it? I don't look captain of the ship. Daycare bustin' on the lip. Mirror grill ballin', now I'm dunking on them. Lot of toast stuff.
TAWK Radio.
Young flexin' on them. Something like a god, I'm blessing on them. Something like a pimp without the limb. Y'all some pee-wees, y'all scrimps. My diamond shining real hard. Yeah. Y'all shaking looking real damn. Got a lot of ink like a pen. Y'all niggas who never win. Tired of these niggas like the white folks. Not saving hoes with no hero. Doing on the scam like the Lego. Take a nigga shit like I'm Debo. Y'all nigga cool being zeros. Snatch a bitch up, that's a repo. Fucking one time, nice beach. Cost a lot of money for the feature. Might fuck a bitch, my sneakers. Falling on my hip like a beeper. All these diamonds in my rear watch. Still fucking hoes off the TikTok.
TAWK Radio.
Beat the pussy up like a B-box. Fucking one time, nice beach. Cost a lot of money for the feature. Might fuck a bitch, my sneakers. Falling on my hip like a beeper. All these diamonds in my rear watch. Still fucking hoes off the TikTok. Might fuck a bitch in my flip-flops. Beat the pussy up like a B-box. I'm back in my mode. I'm back in my mode. I'm back in my bag again. Back on my shit, about to kill. Back in the kitchen, about to whip. Kicking my flame, let it get. Fucking one time, a nice beach. Cost a lot of money for the feature. Might fuck a bitch, my sneakers. Falling on my hip like a beeper. All these diamonds in my rear watch. Still fucking hoes off the TikTok. Might fuck a bitch in my flip-flops. Beat the pussy up like a B-box. Fucking one time, a nice beach. Cost a lot of money for the feature. Might fuck a bitch in my sneakers. Falling on my hip like a beeper. All these diamonds in my rear watch. Still fucking hoes off the TikTok. Might fuck a bitch in my flip-flops. Beat the pussy up like a B-box.
TAWK Radio's Worldwide Wednesdays with your hostess Cypher Kai on www.tawkradio.com/shows. Let me give a shout out to all of the countries that made the biggest movement from last week Wednesday to this week Wednesday. I know you guys like to hear that. It's like a little competition you guys got going on. So we do broadcast from the United States, so I don't count them. It's the countries that made the biggest movement after that country. So this week it is Spain, Russian Federation, Philippines, India, United Kingdom, Colombia, Canada, and Barbados. Nice. You guys, I tell you, get me so spoiled. And this is why I got to come. I can't not come on when you guys are making this a global movement. But I am telling you, I did myself dirty. I need to start getting dressed when I go outside. I have this habit, because I get hot flashes and stuff, right? Because I'm an old broad. I go outside and I get really hot really quick. But then the problem is it lasts for a few minutes. And then after I'm sweating and everything, it's cold outside. The cold's catching me and it's just a nasty mix. And yeah, I'm never properly dressed when I go outside. And I think it's trying to get the better of me. But I do know how to wrestle this thing to the ground, and I shall do so. I will do it. Now, it's been brought to my attention. You guys know I'm not very social media savvy. I promise you in the next couple of months I'm going to get way, way better. But apparently there's a hashtag going around, not my president, from all of the Trump supporters. They can't even be angry, uniquely. If I'm not mistaken, that hashtag was used in 2016 by the Democrats who were disappointed that Trump won. And now, they have been recycling everything. Wasn't there a couple of times since Miss Melania was doing a speech or something where they ripped off Michelle Obama's speeches and just all kinds of things? They can't even be angry on their own, can they? And then when Mr. Trump left the White House today, I didn't get a chance to see his speech either. I got to really look at it so I can talk to you guys about it better next week. But I think there was something about, we'll see you guys again soon and this and that. Now, this is why he needs to be properly impeached so he can't run again. How dare you make all this ruckus for the past 4 years, make things bad for your entire party, and then effectively block out any other Republican candidate or person that has a thought for running in that space out by saying you plan on running again. And I told you guys before, and I'll say again, he's broke. He's broke. And he owes a lot of people. A lot of the lawsuits and things that are pending are financial things. And so I'm thinking they might have to add another charge, because there's just no way I can fathom he's going to start building up his war chest from now. All the campaign donations and all that shit. And someone somewhere is not going to siphon off some of that money to offset some of the things he's got. It's almost as though, let's say you owe back rent or something, and someone gives you money and they say, hold the money here, you can look at it but you can't touch it. Your kids are hungry, your rent is overdue, landlord's at you, and somebody gives you a bag of cash and says you can look at it. They put it in a case, a glass case, you can see it, you know it's legitimate money, it's not a counterfeit, whatever, but you can't touch it. You imagine? As a mum, I'm sure you would figure out a way. You can't watch a kid starving in front of your face. You'd break the glass. You'd go and say, I'll just take a little bit. Just going to buy them a couple of things of canned food, a couple of cases of water, important things. And then little, you start taking it away. I can't imagine they're going to build up a couple $1 million worth of a war chest, and some of it's not going to go towards taking care of some of the shit he's in trouble for. I'm just saying. And not to mention, he pardoned a lot of people. I think he pardoned more people than any other president before. And I'm sure, I don't give a shit, and I'm saying it. Again, this is my opinion. I'm not a journalist. Somebody tried to check me on that shit. Oh, well, you're a journalist, and you're supposed to be responsible. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. This show is mostly opinionated. It is. And when there are factual things I want to tell you guys, I press that. I usually tend to follow it up with recordings or articles I'm reading, telling you guys where the articles come from, all that kind of stuff. So this is a show based on my opinions and my thoughts. You guys like it, you share it, you tune in, that kind of thing. So no, I'm not a journalist. My thoughts and opinions. Now that I've said that, let me say, I fully believe that the people that he pardoned, at least most of them, paid for that in one way or another. I don't know if that's illegal or not. I'm pretty sure it is. But he was paid, or someone was paid on his behalf. Now, I was told, and I think I did some research and saw, one of the people he pardoned was Lil Wayne. And you guys were in such a tizzy and such an uproar a couple of weeks ago, and you were telling me, oh, Cypher, he's supporting him for president. Doesn't he know he's black? This and this and this. I'm pretty sure every time that dark-skinned man looks in the mirror, he knows he's black. I'm pretty sure he knows. He's a black guy from Louisiana. I think he comes from humble beginnings. He had a lot of money. He knows what having money feels like. And I told you guys before, people are supposed to vote based on what is the best fit for you and your family, right? So let's go over that quickly again. You don't have to vote straight down party lines, and you don't have to vote for a Democratic candidate or a Republican candidate if you don't believe the principles in which they're running on. Effectively, politics is not so much about Democrats and Republicans as much as it is who's shoveling the shit that you want to eat. That makes you say, I know it's a gross reference, but that's what it is, right? Who's shoveling the shit that you believe that you want to eat? And the reason why voting is private, when you go into that voting booth to vote, let's say you like the top person, like the head of the ticket, but the underling jobs, the judges and things, the very important things, the people that you like are not from your party. You can still vote for them. It's not done very often, but you can. So you might decide, you know what? I like all of the Democrats, but this particular judge who governs my district, and I happen to have children underage, or they do something that would directly affect me. I like the thoughts or the record of the other person. You can vote for the other person because those things actually affect you more than all the other things, those judges. You want to make sure the right judges are sitting there on the off chance you have to have an encounter with them. And black people, men and women, unfortunately, at some point in our lives, ourselves or someone we know, more than likely will have some kind of encounter with law enforcement or something that might require us to have to interact with a judge via Zoom, traffic court judge, whatever. It doesn't have to be something crazy, because I know a lot of you guys are bending your face. Fuck out of here. You don't know me. I don't get in trouble. I mind my business. I pay my taxes. I this and that. Even if you do those things, just the mere color of your skin can get you into trouble. Unfortunately, but true. But I'm saying even like traffic court, there's still a judge there. So you don't have to be a bad person to get a ticket, right? It's got to be parked in the wrong place, is all I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? Let's talk like we're grown here, people. Worldwide Wednesday's Musical Mix at 6 on Talk Radio with your hostess, Cypher Kai. January 20th, 2021, Inauguration Day. Inauguration Day in the United States. The next one I'm going to play right now is called Just Call My Name by Miss Maya, here on the Worldwide Wednesdays musical mix at 6 on Talk Radio.
When the silence is so loud and you can't seem to find your way, all the worlds come crashing down. Just know you can count on me. You never thought the sky would fall on broken ground. When you're hurt inside, go ahead and cry, 'cause I know how you feel. You need somebody, 'cause nobody wants to fight all alone. Just know that you got me. I'll be there for you when you need it most. I'll be your rock when you need to. Just call my name when the rain's falling down. Let me be there to dry your pain. Baby, don't you worry, yeah. I'll be right there. Just call my name. I'll be the show.
CAWK Radio.
There's nobody around. I'll be, baby, I could be the sunshine in your way. Yeah, yeah. Baby, all you gotta do is just call my name. Yeah, yeah. So many times I've been there before. Down and out, I could've let go, but I'm here right now for a reason. So if you need somebody, 'cause no one should have to fight all alone. Just know that you got me. I'll be there for you when you need it most. When you need it.
CAWK Radio.
Sunshine in your way. Yeah, yeah. Baby, all you gotta do is just call my name. Yeah, yeah. When you're slipping, fall, I'll be there to catch you with open arms. No need to be ashamed, we've all been there before. For you, I'm never too far. So anytime you need someone, cry, you could cry it out on me. Sign to your brain, release the pain. I'll be your rock when you need to. Just call my name when the rain's falling down. Let me be there to dry your pain. Baby, don't you worry, yeah. I'll be right there. Just call my name. I'll be the shoulder you can lean. When the world is crumbling down and there's nobody around, I'll be, baby, I could be the sunshine in your way. Yeah, yeah. Baby, all you gotta do is just call my name. Yeah, yeah. Baby, I'll be here for all time. I'll be here for all time. Baby, I can be your sunshine. I'll be there for you day and night. Yeah, oh yeah.
TAWK Radio, Miss Maya. Her voice is still so clean after all this time. I'd love to get her to sit with me and talk to me sometime this year. I'm going to see if I can work that out behind the scenes, you guys. As I told you, I am here, but I'm telling you, I'm struggling right now. My throat is really hurting. Really, really hurting. It is Inauguration Day 2021 in the United States. Congratulations again to Mr. Joseph Biden and Miss Kamala Harris. There's now a first husband in the White, well, a second first husband. Right? Second first husband? That's a lot to say, isn't it? So she's second in command and it's her husband, but he's the first husband because she's the one in control and not him. And it's the first time it's ever been done. So second first husband. Second first. Whatever. Tongue twisters. You know I like to play with you guys here. Give you guys some mental acrobatics to keep your mind sharp and everything. As I mentioned, you guys, don't start with the freaking crying emojis and all that. It's going to be a short, concise show tonight. Again, so let's continue with the conversation then, right? So when all of you were like, tripping out, sending me like, 50 Cent and Lil Wayne and who is supporting Trump. And I told you guys it had to be an angle. And, Lil Wayne's girlfriend left him. She was so appalled that he was supporting Trump and all this other stuff. Girlfriend who I had never known before she started dating him. Still don't really know who it is. I don't follow celebrity stuff. But there's always got to be a plan in it. So for the most part, you support the person who you think is going to make sure you're covered. So whether you think Donald Trump was a cunt bag or whatever else you think, I said it, people who had money felt very secure that he would make sure they kept their money. And there were lots of people who had increased their money during the pandemic. We hadn't had trillionaires for a very long time, except for like the oil sheiks and stuff, because they had the predominance of a lot of the world's oil and things like that. And that's like a long time ago. Trillionaires were created during the pandemic, right? So it was not for nothing that he aligned himself with who he felt. Now, I don't even know if he was even expecting the pardon, but it wasn't a bad thing. He averted he was facing, I think, 10 years in federal prison for violating his parole and I think a gun charge and something else. And poof! Just like that, a couple of Donald Trump, yeah. Donald Trump, yeah. And you don't have to look at that shit anymore. And you can't be charged twice for what you've done, double jeopardy and all that. Now, here's the thing. Lil Wayne, let me speak to you, brother. You are a very talented, but very dark-skinned man. And I need you to know that there's not too many get-out-of-jail-free cards. Even for those of you who've got money, there's not a lot of get-out-of-jail-free cards. Please, my friend, who I don't really know, but my friend, I think you're super talented. I respect your talents immensely. Please focus on your music and keep your ass out of trouble. Making a public plea. Anyone who knows Lil Wayne, I can get that message across. And for everybody in your circle, anyone in your circle, sir, who is not absolutely, listen, I'm going to give the orders. Fuck it. All of the, what do I want to call you guys? I want to say groupies. All of your clique, let's call it clique. I'm old. Clique. Anybody that's in Lil Wayne's circle that does not keep this man from this day forward, healthy, no more drinking cough syrup, healthy, focused, and behaving himself, you guys I'm going to hold you guys accountable myself. All of you celebrities need to start getting your keep it real clique. CLIQUE. The upscale of the clique you got now. And I'm not saying to cast aside your friends who know your secrets or who've been with you when you didn't have money, but I'm saying to you, those of you who are hanging out in these circles with these people, it is your responsibility to make sure that these celebrities keep their minds right and stay healthy. It is a new world order right now. If the pandemic didn't teach you that, if this financial crisis didn't teach you that, fucking learn it. If your celebrity friends get locked up or killed or sick or whatever, and all you got left to do is sell their fucking secrets, you're pathetic. You're pathetic. I need you guys to step your game up, start learning how to do financial consulting. Somebody get a nursing degree. Make sure you can tend to your friends properly. You got access to too much power, too much connections, and too much money for you guys to blow it and fuck it up. I'm just going to say that. I held off for like 45 minutes before I started cursing. I'm saying it is you guys' responsibility to keep your meal tickets in their right frame of mind. I'm just saying, if you look at it for no other reason than that, I said, well, what am I getting out of it? You're getting to keep your meal ticket around. Because even celebrities with no money are still celebrities. They can get into places for free. They can get clothes and things for free. They can get things. Keep your friends healthy. And anybody in Wayne's clique, you keep his secrets. You don't sell his secrets, but make sure he doesn't have too many secrets to tell. If he needs someone to talk to, you guys talk to him. Chop it up. It doesn't have to be done over liquor and drugs and things like that. Right? Get it together, you guys. Get it together. Time doesn't go backwards. Everybody's getting older. You've got to get responsible at some point. All of you young people, if you're lucky, at some point will be somebody's grandparents. You imagine? Do you want to regale them with the stories of the stupidity you've done? Come on, man. Some of you guys got daughters and things. Adjust your brain. I'm just saying. Come on now. Uplift. Raise the frequency different. Let's do something fucking different. The old shit's not working. It's just not working. Don't get me preachy tonight, you guys. Don't get me preachy. Don't get me preachy tonight. This is Talk Radio's Worldwide Wednesdays musical mix at 6 on Talk Radio with your host, Cypher Kai. www.tawkradio.com/shows. I'm actually going to play another song. And then I'm going to talk about, I think I've got like one or two more articles I wanted to touch on. Like I said, tonight's a light show because, I got to sort out this niggling in my throat that's trying to come get me, and I have to let it know I'm not dealing with that. It's not coming to get me because I don't want it. This one is called When We by Tank, the explicit version, here on the musical mix at 6 on Talk Radio. Oh my god, I think I did it to myself again, didn't I? I think I pulled a really long version. Here it is.
I like it when you lose it. I like it when you go there. I like the way you use it. I like that you don't play fair. Yeah. Recipe for disaster. When I'm just trying to take my time. Yeah. Stroke is getting deep and faster. You're screaming like I'm out of line. Who came to make sweet love? Not me. Who came to kiss and love? Not me. Who came to beat it up? Rocky. And don't use those hands to put up that gate and stop me.
TAWK Radio.
When we when we I could be aggressive, I can be a savage. I just need your blessing. Say that I can never. When we you love it when I lose it. You love it when I go there. You love the way I use it. You love that I don't play fair. You end up calling me master. Say this universe is mine. Yeah. When we're done, it's a disaster. Yeah.
TAWK Radio.
Who came to make sweet love? Not me. Who came to kiss and love? Not me. Who came to beat it up? Rocky. And don't use those hands to put up that gate and stop me. When we when we when we I could be aggressive, I can be a savage. I just need your blessing. Say that I can never. When we
Face down, ass up. Back it up. Let me get both of them legs, yeah. And put them both behind your head. Shit is getting deep up in there. I feel your legs getting weak up in there. Yeah, face full of that gushy. I'm close, baby, don't push me. This is how it always should be. When we when we
TAWK Radio.
when we I could be aggressive, I can be a savage. I just need your blessing. Say that I can nap. Yeah. When we
TAWK Radio, TAWK Radio, with your host, Cypher Kai, on the Worldwide Wednesdays Musical Mix at 6. You guys, there's no new news this evening, and the show is going to be short and concise. Right then. Alright, so I'm sorry. You guys know my multitasking is crap, and I've got so many things popping in my face at the moment. So, Mr. Trump, like I said, he did some kind of speech today before he left. I didn't get a chance to see it. I'm going to make it my business to watch it so I can talk about it better next week, Wednesday, when we come on again for the Worldwide Wednesdays. But one of the things that he did before he left today was he sparked some nuclear, he took the nuclear football with him to Florida. So he decided he was not going to President Biden's inauguration, which I thought was really tacky and fucked up, right? Because there's a tradition. You're supposed to do that. Okay, so he stayed away. I kind of figured he stayed away because he was kind of hoping something happened. Thankfully, it did not. But, so he decides to go to Florida ahead of time. I also think in his self-preservation, I think he thought that once the Bidens were sworn in officially, that somebody would slap some handcuffs in his ass and drag him off somewhere. So maybe kind of smart the hours before he went somewhere else. Anyway, he goes up to Florida today and he took the nuclear codes with him. Now, there's like a whole tradition for how this was passed off for the transition of power and all that. And just as a last jab in the ass, this guy, Trump sparks nuclear football fiasco by flying codes with him to Florida ahead of President Biden's inauguration. I'm getting this information from thesun.com. So Donald Trump's decision to skip Joe Biden's inauguration has sparked war game tactics as the traditional handover of the presidential nuclear codes is cancelled. The outgoing president's plan to shun the inauguration and travel straight to his Florida estate this morning has created a serious logistical headache for military leaders, because of what he did. Because it's like a whole thing they're supposed to do to hand off these codes. And thankfully, he didn't do anything foolish, like literally, because he had the authority to call in a nuclear strike up until 12:01 Eastern Standard Time today. And he had them 4 hours before in his presence in another state away from where they were supposed to be. Thankfully, he didn't do anything. But I feel like there's some other nefarious shit going on. I feel like, they get deactivated when the new president changes anyway, that kind of thing. But I just feel like that was more of a show of, look what I can get away with. Even the implication to any of our enemies to say that he was able to do that. He had codes, just anything. I just feel like there's another reason besides being an asshole that he did that. I'm just saying. So let's stay tuned to see what's going to come out. You guys know I tend to have my theories here on the show and or break news here from time to time, and then something always comes out on a bigger platform weeks or months later. So let's see what comes out from this. But I feel there's another reason why he did that besides being a dick today. just the niggling. I got the niggling is what I'm saying. So anyway, another song here tonight. This one is Chosen by Leighton Green here on the Worldwide Wednesdays Musical Mix at 6 on Talk Radio.
Nova gon' make that shit bang.
Something ain't right. Baby, I see the hezzy every time I look in your eyes. So don't be surprised if I get intrusive and ask you all the questions I know usually gon' make you lose it. I know what you do when you push me away, 'cause it's scary, it's gotta be scary when you don't know if I'm gon' fuck you over or buzz you over on a late night tip. I'm not sober. It's scary, it's gotta be scary when
Talk
you
Radio, TAWK Radio.
Keep it sturdy. If I choose to burn you, it's for all of the hearts you done broke and all of the lies you done told. My nigga, I owe you one. Baby, I'm the chosen one. For all of the damage you did, karma's a real slick bitch. My nigga, I owe you one. Baby, I'm the chosen one. Let me put some drama in your life. I'm just fucking around, I wanna love you right. Sometimes, yeah. And others, I feel like a vigilante. Drop them panties and put it on you. Leaving, don't call you back for a couple of days. I know a couple of ways to break you down. Stop it when I put my hands up. I just wanna reach out and grab you to give you everything that you asked and didn't ask for. Yeah. Something ain't right. Baby, I see the hezzy every time I look in your eyes. Yeah. Tell me what's on your mind, other than your conscience. Does the thought that you know I'm a problem make you cautious? A nigga on some petty shit you hate to see the day. But it's scary, it's gotta be scary, 'cause you don't know if I'm gon' bring you danger or keep it safe, yeah. I'm no demon, but I'm no angel. And it's scary, it's gotta be scary.
TAWK Radio.
If I do you dirty, it's for all of the hearts you done broke and all of the lies you done told. My nigga, I owe you one. Baby, I'm the chosen one. For all of the damage you did, karma's a real slick bitch. My nigga, I owe you one. Baby, I'm the chosen one.
TAWK Radio, you guys.
Nova gon' make that shit bang.
TAWK Radio, you guys. TAWK Radio with your host Cypher Kai on the ones and twos this evening for this short, concise Inauguration Day show for January 20th, 2021. I gotta keep saying that 2021. We made it through 2020, you guys. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? God is so able in all things, isn't he? Sure is. I have no shame in saying that. Now, again, you guys, I know a lot of you are saying, wow, Cypher, you're really chill this evening. I am. Because like I said, I got some things on my mind, and I made a boo-boo this week, you guys. I made a boo-boo this week. I feel a little niggling, a little cold trying to come get me, and I got to wrestle it back. So my throat is actually hurting me really bad. Like, I'm sitting here talking to you guys, and I'm in so much pain right now. But I do have some research to do. Next week's show is going to be much more, at least informative. I can't guarantee it'll be much more rowdy and vulgar like it normally is, but it'll definitely be more informative. I've got some research I need to do on some things, right? So as we're pushing, I'm trying to see if there's another article. Yes, it is. I knew it was. So now let's talk about COVID, because what we've been doing for the past couple of Wednesdays is talking about politics and the COVID, the pandemic, the vaccinations, that kind of thing. Now, as I mentioned to you guys on the show a couple of weeks ago, maybe a couple of months ago, and I had predicted before the vaccines were ready, I said, man, I feel like there's going to be a lot of repercussions for this vaccination outside of the side effects and those things. They're going to start tying it to other stuff. So the first evidence we have of that, I'm sure they're going to keep doing it as well. I still anticipate that a lot of companies that got bailed up by the government, they're going to start making them mandate vaccinations. Let's say for flying, they're already talking about like a vaccine passport, a COVID passport, a COVID pass, or whatever the hell they're calling it. But we do have people that tune in from Wisconsin, and they sent me an article from over there. Shout out to the people in the middle of the country. Like I said, I know there are people who agree with what I say, and there's a lot of people that listen to the show that don't agree with what I say, and we love having you here either way. You push the numbers regardless. I have very thin skin. Very thick skin, so I can take it. It's fine. So, Wisconsin, I'm getting this from jsonline.com. JS Online, I don't know what it stands for, but that's where it came from. So the article they sent me came from the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, I guess. Journal Sentinel Online. All right, so Wisconsin nursing home staff laid off for refusing the COVID-19 vaccine. Now, here's the thing. Before I even read the article, I told you guys, depending on where and what kind of jobs you have, you got to start making a decision for yourself. Not my opinions, decisions for yourself. How safe you think these vaccinations are, how far are you willing to hold off for your convictions, how does that outweigh your convictions weigh against what it is you need to do for your family and supporting and taking care of your family. Because a lot of jobs, they're starting with the first responders and stuff, but I'm telling you, a lot of private sector jobs are going to start to mandate these vaccinations. Maybe in order for you guys to go back into the offices or whatever it is, if you guys work in non-profits or shelters or whatever. I know in New York, our shelter system is overrun and understaffed, and this is way before the pandemic. So you guys got to start thinking what you're going to do and what you're willing to stand up for, right? So, this article is by, let me see if I can pronounce her name, Lord. Sarah Volpenheim. I want to say Sarah Volpenheim. And the article is written January 15, 2021. Employees at Janesville Nursing Home risk losing their job if they do not take the COVID-19 vaccine, a policy that has caused outrage among many staff members. Officials at Rock Haven, a Rock County-owned facility, issued a memo in December telling employees that the vaccine was a requirement for all staff and that employees who failed to get the vaccine would be laid off. A copy of the memo was obtained by the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel through an open records request. I'm trying to see if there was more to the article than that. Wait a minute. Where is it? The hell? I didn't pull it just for that. Let me see if I can get the rest of it from down there. What? I know I had read more of that. Was it? No. Oh, no, here it is. I'm sorry. Haha. Okay, sorry, you guys. Live radio. Okay. According to the memo, a laid-off employee will not be eligible to return to work until they complete the 2-dose vaccine regimen. Let's take a pause there for a second. So you get fired if you don't want to take the first... What the hell is this? I'm sorry. Yeah, you get fired if you don't want to take the first dose. But if you refuse it, you can't come back until you show them proof that you took both doses. And they've run out of vaccines. So again, you take 1 dose. If you can get 2 doses, you're not getting it in the 3-week span you're supposed to. It's going to take months. 2, if you're getting the vaccine twice, it's more than likely vaccines from 2 different companies. You don't know what side effect is going to have on you, and there is no recourse for you. So now you potentially lose your job, and they have already set it in motion across the world that no one is able to sue any of the vaccine companies. Can you fucking believe that? Can you believe that? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm just saying, you guys, listen, get a side hustle. Think about what kind of extra income you're going to get coming in. Do something different. You guys got time on your hands, but not really. Really start to think about this. Really start to think about what's going on. I got to do the same thing. Everything is, relative to what you got going on and what your situation is. Now, Did I jump back? Hold on. I got somebody sending me 10 million things. Sorry. Right then. According to the memo, a laid-off employee will not be eligible to return to work until they complete the 2-dose vaccine regimen. Rockhaven officials have taken a hard line on vaccination, employees say, despite some employees' concerns about unknown long-term effects or worries about their pregnancy or fertility. Michelle Lynch, a secretary at the Rockhaven, said employees should not be forced to get the vaccine. I agree. We have staff that are having side effects from it, and they're being told, too bad. Right? Just kind of fucking suck it up, take this poison. Whatever happens to you, suck it the fuck up. As long as you can still come to work, bring your ass to work. That's it. In letters to Rock County supervisors, 2 employees said they suffered high fevers and other side effects from getting the vaccine on January 5th, the first day the nursing home conducted vaccinations. One of them wrote that the side effects were so bad, she had to go to the doctor and was advised by her doctor not to get the second shot. So now, isn't that like a conundrum, isn't it? Your boss tells you got to take this shit, you lose your job. So you say, okay, fuck it. I'll go against what I'm thinking. I'm going to get this poison put in my arm. And then, but this is so bad. My God, my head hurts. And this hurts and that hurts. And I feel like garbage. Let me go to my own doctor. You go to your own doctor, who's also a medical professional, frontline. I'm sure he's been told the same thing. You got to take it, da-da-da. But your doctor, who's doing the right thing, whose job is to keep you healthy, says to you, this is yucky. This is bad. You don't look well. Don't take the second dose. Your doctor tells you not to take the second dose. What do you do? What do you do in an instance like that? Because I heard them saying, if you've got pre-existing conditions, if you've got like a medical reason why you can't take it, this, you're supposed to be excused from it. So then what happens now? It's almost like a soap opera. So any of my people that are tuned in from Wisconsin or that work specifically at this place, right, please give me some follow-up on this. If someone has a doctor's note of those who, I guess, forcibly took the vaccination against their own better judgment, I'm saying, not that the staff made them take it, what is the recourse? Is that a good enough excuse to not have to take the second dose, and can they keep their jobs? Just kind of asking. Inquiring minds want to know. Right? Is that all of the article? Let me see. So it says, I'm sorry. Tara Anderson said she lost her job as a registered nurse when she didn't report to receive the vaccine on January 5th. She was worried about unknown long-term effects of the vaccine. She got a letter dated January 6th telling her that she had been laid off for her inability to meet the essential functions of her job. Failure to complete the COVID-19 vaccine as scheduled, according to a copy of the letter provided by Anderson. Wow. Damn. That is something. All right, so that's what I want to know. Anybody from Wisconsin, Milwaukee, who is in that area or works in that particular place at this nursing home, give me some follow-up. If you guys have a medical note from your doctor who says to you, do not take this vaccination, this medication, this whatever, can you be legitimately allowed to not take it and still keep your job? I need to know. I need to know. All right, the next one we're playing here is called On Chill by Wale and Jeremiah, here on the Worldwide Wednesdays Musical Mix at 6 on Talk Radio.
We've been on a tragedy for once. Why can't you agree with me for once? Maybe we can be on chill tonight. Maybe I can give you chills too. We've been on a tragedy for months. Why can't you agree with me for once? Yeah, maybe we can be on chill tonight.
One time.
Maybe I can give you
chills. I'm getting mine like fine wine measured in time. Many other brothers love you, but this pleasure is mine. It's no pressure for us to say that I love you from now. So fuck that cuffing shit, I just want us to be comfortable now. For real, who you loving, who you wanna pull up with? Who don't care who you dating, long as you care and you trust me. I'm trying to hear all your problems so I can lighten the load. No, you not fighting alone, cause I'm protecting you from them. So chill, life hard and ex-lovers is like scars. Cause they stop hurting but never never forgetting what it was. I wasn't young and my biggest enemy was the club with voicemails on third rings fucking me up. So I don't trust.
Why can't you agree with me for once?
I'm trying to slow up.
Maybe we can be on chill tonight. Maybe I can give you chills too. We've been on a tragedy for months. Why can't you agree with me for once? Yeah. Maybe we can be on chill tonight. Maybe I can give you chills.
Look, okay, they switch up on you, I'm gonna stay the same, yeah. I pull up on you, then put it in with patience. I'm good where we got it without no expectations. What good is the title when shawty been away? Let me illustrate ya, let my tongue repaint ya. It's already wet. Have you had a brainstorm? Everywhere a nigga take you, just know that my face good. Modify your energy so you make your skin glow. Max feel, let it fly. I be up in there a lot, just to show you I don't care. Go wear it to that nigga house. We don't share our whereabouts or the gossip, the hood love. Just supreme confidence. If we good, that's good enough.
We've been on a tragedy for months. Why can't you agree with me for once? Maybe we can be on chill tonight. Maybe I can give you chills too. We've been on a tragedy for months. Why can't you agree with me for once? Yeah. Maybe we can be on chill tonight. Maybe I can give you chills. How about that? I'm tired of making up and falling out.
TAWK Radio.
That pick your body up when you're down and out. How about that? I'm tired of making up and falling out. Wanna be the nigga you're calling out. That pick your body up when you're down and out. Let's chill. We've been on a tragedy for months. Why can't you agree with me for once? Maybe we can be on chill tonight. Maybe I can give you chills too. We've been on a tragedy for months. Why can't you agree with me for once? Yeah. Maybe we can be on chill tonight. Maybe I can give you chills.
Just be there and
TAWK Radio. Let me give a special shout out to the two gentlemen in my public chat room. What? These are die-hard fans of Talk Radio. I appreciate having you guys here on a Wednesday and Inauguration Day nonetheless. Shout out to Mr. Anthony Beckford, Councilman Beckford in training. I can't say in training. You got this. Mr. Councilman Anthony Beckford is in the public chat room, you guys. Now, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit, my friend. I'm going to make you a fixture here on the show, if you'll allow, soon, maybe starting in March or so, right? But I want to know, it's something for you to think about. You don't have to answer me tonight, but I want to know when you get elected as councilman, if they start to mandate for elected officials to take this vaccination in its early stages, will you take it? Will you take it? And I would like to get your opinions on Senate Bill A416 that's being pushed by Mr. Nicholas Perry in the New York State Senate, here in New York State. I would love to know your thoughts on that. Again, you don't have to make them public right now, and I really want you to get a chance to think about it. But I need to have you in my face. If we've got to socially distance or whatever, we'll work it out. But I want to have a conversation with you about Senate Bill A416. I've talked about it on the show before, you guys. Go into the archives a couple Wednesdays back and listen to some of the Wednesday shows and check that out, what it's about. It is horrible. And as a matter of fact, I think I'll bring it up again next week. Mr. Beckford, if you'd like to leave a voicemail for me to play next week about Senate Bill A416, 347-450-3958. You can leave a voicemail there and I'll make sure to upload it and play it. But yeah, a very draconian things they're talking about, and I was really disappointed to find out that it was not only an African American person that was pushing, but a West Indian nonetheless. What the flabbergast, right? I can't even get animated about this. And in fairness, I also want to properly reach out to his office to get a public statement about what they're saying. I've not been able to get anyone on the phone. I've tried a couple of times. I've not been able to get anyone. So I want to call and see what the public statement is that they're making about that. But I've spoken about this very vocally on the show and what I think about it. And I will do it again next week. And of course, when I sit with Mr. Beckford and his opinionated self, I'd love to know what he's got to say, what he's got to say about that. But what was great about me talking about this on the show, when I broke the news about it, there was a bigger platform than mine that came across my information, I'm almost certain, and they talked about it as well and almost labeled it exactly what I said. So I know they came on here and they heard it. I know they heard it. But you know, we break news here on Talk Radio. We do. We break news here on Talk Radio. We absolutely freaking do. Today is Inauguration Day 2021 for Mr. Joseph Biden. Miss Kamala Harris is a first husband in the in the ranks right now. First time. Can you imagine? What will his chores be? I know normally they try to give the ladies some dowdy chores like, floral arrangements and things like that. Will they make him do that? That's going to be fascinating to watch. I want to see. I don't know much about him. I need to go and look him up as well, what his background is and all that other stuff. But will they have him doing those things? And I also heard that Mr. Biden puts, I believe, a transgendered woman, I believe, also somewhere in his cabinet. That's going to be an interesting conversation. And yes, I'm going to talk about that. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Pride community, prepare for that. Yes, I am. Damn it. I am unafraid here and unapologetic here. We will talk about it. All right. So I'm going to do some research as well. I believe the person's a doctor. And you guys are always checking me with the way I describe people. This is what the article said, transgendered woman. Yeah, I don't know all of the labels and I don't not say them for disrespect. I'm old school. They said transgendered woman. So that's what I said. That's what I said. Right? So I'm going to do some research about this person. I don't remember the person's name is why I'm saying that. And we will discuss that as well. And hopefully next week when I don't have a sore throat. So, shout out to Mr. Ware also in the public chat room. Nice to have ya. Nice to have ya. I'm all right about today. We will see if they stay on code. Okay, I agree. And I've been saying the same thing, Mr. Beckford. They've been saying a lot of things. They want to do a lot of aggressive stuff. I wanted to touch on a few things this evening that I won't get a chance to because, like I said, my throat's massacring me. But one of the things that they're talking about doing is reversing some of the blocking people from coming in from Muslim countries. No affront to anyone from the Muslim countries, but I have a lot to say about that, particularly during this time. So it's going to be very interesting. Stay tuned for that. Like I said, I'm unapologetic here and I have my own opinions. And so I'm going to talk about my opinions. And if you want to talk about this with me back and forth or say something about it, 347-450-3958 is the 24/7 hotline number for you guys to do that. And so the no is the no because you won't take the vaccination if they mandate it. Tell me your business, sir. Tell me your business, Mr. Beckford. Winding down the show, I think I've got 2 more songs before we go tonight. The next one for the evening is going to be Back to You. Is that what it's called? Yes. Back to You. This is OT Genesis, Chris Brown, and Charlie Wilson here on the Worldwide Wednesdays Musical Mix at 6 on Talk Radio.
Hit back. Bongo, by the way. Ooh, somebody way that you make me feel, girl, something. Cruising down Rodeo, damn, I just had a deja vu. I used to buy those shoes. You know Chanel, a new clutch. But fancy things came by love. Ooh, I'm spending all my time on you. Doing all the things I
TAWK Radio.
How did you make me fall for you? Then turn around and act like it wasn't nothing. Every time I get it, every time I get it, every time I get out. You got me back to you. Oh, babe. Every time I get it, every time I get it, every time I get out. You got me back to you.
I got bands, I got plans, all that ass, I'm a fan. How the hell you fit in them pants?
Damn, G-Wagon wasn't enough. Last minute Rodeo came through in the clutch. No Uber, just a rape that was picking you up. Talk down, same nigga that was lifting you up. What's up? Rock with it, I'm lit it. My city, young, did it. Chanel got you covering up. Who else got you in the Gucci store running it up? Fuck with me.
TAWK Radio.
Feel like this could be real life. Got your Cartier looking real bright. Got your water running, real pipe. And I still pay the bill, right? Royal, and you so loyal. Plus you never go on dates, you spoil. Real slippery when wet, you oil. And you keep your shit real fresh, you foil. Rock with it, I'm lit it. My city, young, did it. Chanel got you covering up. Who else got you in the Gucci store running it up? Fuck with me.
TAWK Radio. TAWK Radio with your hostess Cypher Kai on the ones and twos. Oh my god, you guys. So I did a impromptu show on Saturday because you guys said it was a long weekend and you needed some more Cypher Kai, and so I came on and I did some music and some shout outs trying to play DJ, and you guys loved it, and thank you so much for supporting that. That's available on there as well. It was a Saturday midday mix for, I think it was January 17th. 2021. Also, we did our ABC started officially our ABCs of Sex series on Fridays for the freaky bleep bleep Fridays. All right, it's a triple F Friday, and so we're going through the entire alphabet from A through Z. Anything to do with sexual situations that begin with those letters, we're talking about them like we're grown because we can, and this is an adult platform, and why not? So one more time. I'm going to do a replay, live radio, replay of a song we played earlier in the evening for Mr. Joseph Biden and Miss Kamala Harris, because they are now officially the President and Vice President of the United States of America. I press that again for my global community. I'm thanking you guys so much for being here. The excellent of the evening is going to be a replay of Coffee's toast in celebration of what has been accomplished, right? Miss Harris, is the first female to hold that power position ever, and it does not hurt my feelings that she's a woman of color. But I've touched on that on the show before as well. And, we'll talk about that some more. Hopefully she'll get to come and sit with me one day and speak to me and clarify a few things. But I understand what it means to women to see someone with boobs in that power position. So I'm respectfully going to respect it this evening and replay in their honor, and also from her dad's home country. Her dad's Jamaican, isn't it? Right? So Miss Coffee Toast, Miss Jamaican reggae singer Coffee's Toast, here on the Worldwide Wednesdays Musical Mixer 6 on Talk Radio with Cypher Kai.
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it.
Yo, AJ, are you kidding me?
Toast, yeah. So we are coming in with a force, yeah. Blessings we are reap and we coursing on full. Oh, we no rise and boast, blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast for the friends we take off every load. One time did sit down in a class and we bored. Then only said the road and me go on with the road. Third form, me say me try a thing. And you know it formed out to be a fire thing. Now up on stage with chronic say I sing. Yeah, see me all diggy soon get the higher ring. Like hello brother, you say I had to shot ya. Saw your poster, spectacular photo. Keep it burning, yes, that's the motto. If me the butter pass through your shot to can't ball in a life, man. Me have to thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast to the friends we take off every load. One time they sit down in a class and we bored. Then only said the road and we go on with it, go on with it. That's how our blessings upon me. And send me to tell them a story. That's how our blessings upon me. And that's how I made to give him the glory. I'm delighted. Jano say my passion ignited. Got the music get me excited. I'm coming like a potion. Blessings
TAWK Radio.
My thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast for the friends we take off every load. One time did sit down in a class and we bored. Then only said the road and me go on with the road. Toast, yeah, yeah. Toast. Oh, we na rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast to the friends we take off every load. One time did sit down in a class and we bored. Then only said the road and we go on with the road. Toast, yeah,
TAWK Radio's Worldwide Wednesdays Musical Mix at 6 on Talk Radio with your host, Cypher Kai. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me tonight and bearing with me through my little potential ailment that I will get rid of before Friday. By God's grace, this is very, very painful, you guys. But thank you guys for hanging out. If you got in here late, please feel free when I get off the air to reload the page from the website. www.tawkradio.com/shows, and you can hear everything from the beginning, or you can wait a few minutes and you can listen from Spotify, iHeart, and a couple other places if you're so inclined and you're not easily offended and you like to have adult conversations and wind down and relax. Come back and see me for the Freaky Bleep Fridays. Coming up this Friday, January 22nd, we're going to be doing the ABCs of Sex series, the letter D. That should be very interesting. Unscripted, uncensored, and unapologetic platform we got here. If you miss any of the other shows, I believe there's like 102 episodes available in the archives. They won't always be there. Please go and check them out, download them, save them on a USB or something. There's a lot of very important and very lucrative information in those archives. You guys, thank you so much. Be safe this evening, and I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you, my lovelies. Good night.